Hi, this is David Azimi.
And this is Max. Welcome to Coffee with David and Max.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. Hey, remember that video we did a couple weeks ago when we were talking about the market and commissions and how we charge people for what we do and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I got some phone calls about that. I want to share with you. Yeah. I had some buyers, interesting enough, people that were on the other side,
Right.
that did not need to sell anything, but they want to buy something and want to use my services. When I explained to them that we really work for free for the buyers, and they want to know what it is that I do. And I thought it was a good conversation maybe to have, because I think there's a lot of people out there that don't know what we do
For
when
buyers.
we represent buyers and where do we start. So I thought maybe we talk a little bit about it and see what is it that you do. How do you start with that?
That's a great topic. When you get a buyer, it's very important for you to have a one-on-one, sit down with them, kind of understand what they're looking for, and start the process of introducing them, right?
So you do like a buyer's consultation kind of?
Do a buyer's consultation to find out what their wants and needs are, how many bedrooms, how many baths, what area, what location, if they have children, what school. Those are the important stuff that you need to ask them.
Sure.
And then obviously with the first-time home buyers, it's always not the 10%, the 20% down. And some of them do have that down payment,
Sure.
but they want to utilize the FHA market. And you have to understand how that process works.
Okay.
Now, I'm not a lender, but I could kind of guide and coach them where
Well, we
they
do
need
know
to go,
what the
right?
loans are that are out
Right.
there. Sure, you don't have to be a lender to know that. Good. Okay, so then you go to the buyer consultation. That's what, maybe half an hour or something like that?
But half an hour to 45
40
minutes.
minutes.
It's a good process. It's a good way of introducing yourself, getting to know me. I
So
get to know them.
Do you have people come to your office, or do you go meet them? Do you go to
Well,
Starbucks?
I normally like to meet them in my office. If not, then I'll go to them, or we meet at Starbucks or Pete's Coffee,
Okay, sure.
and kind of sit there. And
So it
kinda-
is somewhat casual. It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
like to go to an attorney and all
No,
have
no,
to
no.
get dressed up and be all
No,
nervous
it's just a
about it.
casual meeting.
Got
They
it.
get to see you and talk about how soon are they looking to purchase.
Sure.
And a lot of times when we meet these buyers, they're ready to go.
Yeah. And then what? Okay, so then you go to the buyer's consultation. Then what's next?
The next step is that we set up an appointment.
Okay.
We find the right property, then we'll set up an appointment to go look at these properties. I really don't like to show them 15 to 20
Now,
properties.
let me interrupt you for a second. So, between this buyer's consultation, right, and the first time you show them properties, do you have them talk to a lender if they're not approved yet? Do you have them
Oh,
call
absolutely.
you people at Calcos, for
Well,
example?
absolutely.
Okay.
I get them. That's the first thing I ask them. Have you been pre-qualified?
Got it.
They say yes. If they say yes, fantastic. Who's the lender?
Sure.
If they say no, then I could recommend Calcos Financial Group,
Yeah.
or anybody else that they like to get.
Sure, but I know we like to work with Calcos.
Definitely, Calcos is one of the
Yeah,
best
they do a
lenders
good
out
job,
there.
right.
And so then after the pre-qualification, once we have the pre-approval, because let's say we go show them a house and they're not pre-approved, and we need to write an offer, and offers are due, what happens? We can't write an
can't do
offer
it.
because we don't have anything.
Okay, so it's just so our audience understands. It's the buyer's consultation. They go home. You get them in touch with the lender, whoever that may be, and then so do you go out and look at homes for them, or you take them immediately with you? What do you do?
That's a great question. You know what? I use the CRM that we have.
Okay, yeah.
We do have a very nice CRM. After gathering the information from the buyers,
Right.
I actually get their email addresses and I put them to my CRM, and then I send them a drip campaign.
Okay.
Drip properties to where the location they want. If they want San Jose, Fremont, Pleasanton, Livermore,
Just
Union
all the new
City,
properties. keep
all the
coming to
properties
market.
coming in the last 10 days or even 30 days. That way they get to see 3-bedroom, 2-bath, this is where it is, and all they have to do is, I like this property.
Got it.
But what I do is I set up an appointment to go show to them on the weekend.
Got
Or
it.
even
Okay.
weekdays.
So now, have you seen the properties prior to the day go? Do you go like preview them? Do you go?
I
to the
do.
store?
I do look at
Yeah.
the properties online, the ones that they like. I kind of call the agent, find out what's going on with the property.
Got it.
If there's any reports or any type of disclosures that I need to understand myself, to look at it to kind of make my buyers aware. Because sometimes disclosures and
Sure.
reports are very important to know as an agent.
Oh, absolutely. So okay. So we have the buyer's consultation. We have the lending. We sent them the properties. Now the big day comes. We go out and now we find the property.
Right.
Now what?
Now what? It's time to write the offer.
Right.
We find a property, and what I mentioned earlier, that I don't want to overwhelm the buyers with 10 properties.
Sure.
We pick the top 5, and then we go look at those top 5, then go have lunch.
Sure.
Then talk about the properties and see which one really fits their category that they were looking for, and then we write the offer.
Got it.
And then get the offer presented to the agent.
You present the offers, right?
Yeah, I present the offers, and then what I do is I basically get up the disclosure online, the reports are online. I want to make sure the EMT, the down payment,
Right.
we get a check for that, what title company they have it open with.
Okay.
You know, we want to work as very well with the seller
Sure.
request as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Okay, so then you get all the disclosures, you review all the disclosures, I assume, right?
I try.
You go through all of it, and
You have to. I'm just kidding.
so you,
Yes.
you read it all and you advise them accordingly. Then, what do you do with inspections?
Well, that's
That's the next
once
thing then, right?
once we get our offer accepted, right? And then I always recommend my buyers to do inspections.
Do you recommend the home termite roof? Is that where you kind of
I
start?
do all of them, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, obviously, if you do termite and home inspection, roof is free, basically. Why
Most
not
of
take
the
it?
time,
Yeah,
yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah.
And then once on the inspection day, it's very important for the buyer and myself to be there, so that way you kind of walk them
Yeah.
through it, and you know they have questions because this is like their first time home buyers.
I
right?
want my, well, even if they're not, I want my client to be there because I want them to hear from the inspector
Exactly.
what's wrong with the house.
Right.
Because, you know, I mean, I'm not an electrician, I'm a realtor, and sometimes it's some really interesting stuff
Right.
that goes on. So yeah, I do.
And a lot of times after the report is done, right then and there, the inspector will have it on an iPad, tell you, hey, this is what's going on,
sure.
boom, boom, boom. And it makes the buyer very comfortable.
Right. Well, and they spent $1,000 on inspections.
They
so,
should be there.
Yeah, I think they should be there. Now, what do you do if you get the inspection reports from the seller and you don't like the report? Let's say you get it from, the reason why I'm asking you is I just bought a house in San Lorenzo for clients of ours, and the termite inspector came from San Mateo, it's the other side of the peninsula, and it was a 3-page termite report. I've never seen a 3-page termite report. The termite reports I review are 9, 10, 11 pages. It was 3 pages, there was nothing wrong with the property, and I didn't feel good about it. My clients didn't know about it. Lo and behold, we ordered another termite report, and we did find small stuff, but we did find something, and I felt much more comfortable with it. Have you run into stuff like that?
I always like my buyers to do their own inspection. Whether the reports are done or not, I really want them to spend that extra money and have a peace of mind and realize after the close of escrow that the reports that we had were not really a fully executed report.
That's
you
right.
know? And I don't want to be the one saying that, take it. I'll give them the choices. It's up to them, but my recommendation will always be to do your own
Do your own,
inspection.
I'm with you. Okay, so then you go to the inspections, and then you negotiate based on what the findings are and the repairs that may need to be done, either a credit or get the repairs done and all that stuff.
Correct.
Got it. Yeah, well, then, you know, we do the same thing. I mean, it sounds like you're working as hard for your clients as I do.
We
Get
have
out
to.
of here. Good. Hey, I think that's great. But now, and then the interesting thing is, all that's done for free.
Exactly.
They don't pay us for that.
No, they don't.
Sounds good.
And you know, and you get great advice because we are seasoned agents, and we want to help you guys make the right choice. And another thing that I really like to work with my buyers is, you know, when you see them get the keys and
No,
they
it's
go into that,
exciting.
it's such exciting. Even though we sell a lot of properties,
Everyone is different.
but the excitement in their
Yeah.
face is what makes me motivated.
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
we cannot get complacent in that. It's a very exciting day to day we're closing. So yeah, good. Hey, good topic. And when you're a buyer out there, you need some real estate. David and I are right here to answer your questions, and would love to sit down with one of those consultations with you. So hope to see you soon.
Hey, Maxie, catch you on the next one.
That's right. Thank you.